news that doses of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine are heading back into the arms of Americans after federal health officials lifted their 10-day pause on Friday. Concerns were raised after 15 rare blood clotting incidents were discovered in women who had received the vaccine. This says more than 41% of Americans have received at least one shot of a coronavirus vaccine, and more than 1/4 of the adults in this country are now fully vaccinated. Michael George begins our coverage. Michael, good morning.
Jeff, good morning. You know, it's never been easier to get a vaccine at sites like this one. Now in New York, anyone over 16 can just walk in and get a vaccine. No appointment needed. And in some parts of the country, vaccine supplies are now outpacing demand, as the focus now is on convincing those who are vaccine hesitant. After the CDC cleared the way for Johnson & Johnson's vaccine yesterday afternoon.
So the vote is 10 in favor, 4 opposed, and 1 abstention.
Health officials with stockpiles, this one in Texas, were ready. Though the J&J vaccine may come with a warning, alerting women about a possible risk of rare blood clots. CDC scientists found the benefits outweigh the possible risk. Statistically, 26 to as many as 45 adults might get a blood clot, but up to 1,400 lives might be saved. While COVID rates are no longer on the rise, the pandemic is still a crisis in this country.
Overall, we're fairly flat, but we're flat with 60,000 new cases a day. We're flat with 700 deaths a day. So it's not like we're in a particularly great place.
So the push is on to vaccinate. Several Baton Rouge college bars teamed up with healthcare workers to vaccinate student regulars.
Having it here pulls in the younger crowd, especially. They're also doing we get free no cover cards, and so I feel like you're definitely getting a 2-for-1 by coming here.
The pressure to vaccinate was also center court for the first time at last night's Golden State Warriors basketball game in San Francisco. Fans had to prove they'd been vaccinated or had a negative COVID test to enter the Chase Center. And that'll be true for more than 1 million California public university students, staff, and faculty wanting to return to campuses in the fall. The idea of vaccine passports is being advocated by UCSF's Dr. Bob Wachter, and he's expecting controversy.
Vaccine passports or vaccine authentication will be the masks of 2021. But the problem is your vaccination status affects your community.
If more and more businesses start requiring vaccinations for things like travel or dining, health experts say they do expect a pushback from some, similar to what we saw with masks. Michelle?
All right. Thank you, Michael.